Good afternoon, Spencer County. Chuck Adams, Superintendent, Spencer County Schools, providing a weekly update again today. Unbeknownst to me or not remembering, this Friday is actually a vacation day for staff as the 4th of July falls on a Saturday. So we're doing this a day early. Other than that, I don't even like to hear myself on Friday, so I've got a feeling the majority of you don't as well. But with that, we do have some follow-up to the conversation we had last Friday. The first being Monday morning, a new survey will come out. It is a very short survey. You'll only have to answer 2 questions. Based on the survey results of the last survey, we had 40% of our folks indicated they were not ready to send their children back to in-person activities. Of the 60% that were, nearly half of them said they would not if they had to wear masks and follow the other protocols. Therefore, we've got to find a number that we're comfortable with that we can hold comfortably within our buildings before we consider larger numbers of in-person activities. So that's what this survey that will go out Monday morning is designed to do. As I said, the last survey indicated 40% was not ready. However, that was assuming the August 11th start date. I'm fairly comfortable with conversations I've had with the Board of Education that we will look at and consider the August 26th date as the earliest start date. Whether that has any bearing on the beliefs and the comfortable, the students' comfort levels of coming back to in-person services, I don't know, but that's something that we are relying heavily on you all to give us that feedback so we'll know how to hone in and focus later surveys and questions as we prepare for the fall of 2020. If we have many more students than what we tend to think we will have with in-person, we may have to consider a type of hybrid plan where students rotate and go every other day. Now, this hasn't been mentioned before, again, because of the low numbers of expected students based on the first survey, but just giving you a look ahead at the thinking of administration and how we're trying to deal with these requirements from the CDC. Kindergartners and preschool students, the newest information that came out does not require them to wear masks. So, in addition to that 10% that we wanted to target early on, and we're still taking your information, so please feel free to email that to me so I can send that on to my administrative assistant and begin that folder and file. But that may be another piece of information that is useful, as preschool students and kindergarten students will not be required to wear masks. Only grades 1 through 12 will. People had a misconception, I think, that we were only looking to serve those 10% that we can identify that had no internet access or no computers in the home. That was not the case. The case is that we want to ensure that we did get that 10% in as the most at-risk population. However, we were never intending on stopping in-person services with 10%. So again, we've got to get a more accurate picture of those who are willing to send their children to school for in-person activities with masks and observing social distances if we begin on August 26th. And as well, we need a firm number or close to it of those who are just deciding to do the digital learning, long distance learning via computer. Athletics, I know that's a question that has come up here recently with many folks, and based on our last webcast with the commissioner, we still don't have a direction from the KHSAA and Julian Tackett. What I have been told, and it does make sense, is that they are looking at various sports, and there will be different rules for different sporting events, such as the venues, whether it's indoors, whether it's outdoors. So we do look for that information to come to us within the next week or two. However, right now we have no direction as to what the KHSAA is thinking, although we do have athletes in the schools now, again, under the guidelines of social distancing and working in small groups in the weight room, in the gymnasium, and so forth. Old TES, we talked about the bricks. I did drive by there this morning and noticed that there is bricks outside the security gate. I did notice the pile was smaller this morning than it was a couple of days ago. So again, if you're interested in a memento from Old TES, those bricks are available at your leisure. Pick them up as you see fit outside the security gate, and once that pile has been depleted, we'll have our contractors put another pile out there until everyone is satisfied that they do in fact have a memento from Old TES. Other than that, that's all I have this week. Again, be looking forward to the survey that's coming out Monday morning, and hopefully we'll have enough information and feedback from that survey to discuss next Friday. Have a safe and blessed 4th of July weekend, and as always, blessings to you and your family.